Chapter 1, Any Other Day. This story takes place back around June 20th, a couple days before I get off school for the summer, and it was like any other Tuesday. I woke up, had breakfast, and went to school. Once I get there, my class is basically empty. Like from what I remember, there were only 4 people. I won't bore you with the details, but I do remember saying to myself this day is going to be pretty uneventful and boring. But how wrong I was. I was there on the bus heading to school thinking about how boring it was going to be when I got there because there was like no one going to school in my class, so no one to really talk to unless I just walked to other people's classes. Anyways, I get to school and I walk to my class as I normally do, and there is no one in my class except one person. Of course, I thought to myself, so I just sat down and waited for people to show up and for the teacher to see what we were doing today. By the time the teacher shows up to class, the bell rings and only 3 other people show up. Anyway, long story short, I was going to be super bored today. Our homeroom teacher comes in and says that we are going to merge with a different class today since we have very low numbers today. This got my hopes up a bit. We are going to go with Mr. Sim's homeroom and another teacher's homeroom. I don't remember what teacher it was. Anyways, long story short, the couple people we had in our class, including me, walked down the hall towards Mr. Sim's room. I was hoping some of my friends went in there, but sadly they didn't come to school that day either, so I walked in and recognized 2 people in there, Connor and Abby. I waked over and started talking to Connor, but right as we did, I was told that we're going to do an actively in a different teachers for the fun things we were going to do today. So we walked to the other classroom and we were supposed to do some color activity. I helped some of the French kids that I knew until I walked back over to Connor. And that's when I saw her. There was a girl sitting next to Abby that I have met before. Her name was Olivia. I don't know what it was, but there was something warm about her. I just couldn't explain it. But soon later we started doing the Kahoot, and I was helping out Connor and joking around when Abby had to go upstairs for some reason. I can't remember exactly why, but I do remember what went through my head next. I was just standing next to Connor the whole time because there wasn't any sitting, but I didn't mind. But the sit Abby was sitting in was free, and all I could think about was me sitting with her. I also forgot to say that Connor had gone up with Abby, so it would just be me and her. So Abby and Connor walked upstairs, as I walked over and sat down next to Oliva. We didn't really exchange words at the start, and usually I don't start conversation with people. But today I was different. Felt confident and agreed to talk to someone. But I also was very excited to talk to her and just couldn't explain what was about her. Maybe it was her nice hair or the soft personality she had or her sweet soft voice. But whatever it was, it had me feeling something. And this feeling, I couldn't explain what it was. Something I never felt before in my life, but I had to know what I was feeling. So I just proceeded to ask how her day was going and if she was enjoying it. I think she gave just a good nothing much else. But I don't know how I came up with this question, but I asked her, "What is your favorite animal?" It was such a random question, like out of nowhere I asked it. And after I said it, I was thinking that was a pretty random thing to say. She turned to face me and happily answered the question. My question wasn't that weird after all. She had a smile on her face and even seemed ecstatic. I asked that question, and from that one question it sparked into a huge conversation. I don't remember exactly about what, but I did really care because she was so happy and sweet. My eyes were glued to her. The way she talked and how easy it was to talk to, and the way she talked about the stuff she was interested in. She was perfect. And I knew right then and there what I was feeling. My whole body knew it's something you would only read about fairy tales or books. Something some people don't even think exist. That's right, I was feeling true love. Chapter 2, Feeling in Love.